Yes, the Pugdom realm of the Pug King and home of competitive DBD. It's time to go to battle.
The Pug King close up. Now, you happy? Not performing monkey.
Who are they? Who are we casting?
Last night, first up, Oh Boy versus Madness.
I am flabbergasted. That was beautifully done.
You see something we didn't? Did. The eyes of a hawk and the reflexes of a mongoose.
But
No, yes, he is. He's tunneling him hard. Camroy's down. Where's that pesky Claudette with a flashlight? Just know she's going to come from some angle. There she is! Oh! Solar with a solar burn as Samurai leaps on the shoulders and pegs it off into the night.
better start
Okay,
going back
better
to the
start
hatch.
pegging it back. Way back is there. Are we going to see Devour sprint out the corn like a legend? The hatch is open. Where's Devour? There he is!
There
There
you
he goes!
go.
Oh my God, Devour! But
You're going to be the one to get hunted and camped.
he can smell him. He is.
Is he in the...
There he is.
Gambler and Redbird are dead. He needs to get this hook. He does not get it. Hatch is available. Sprint burst is used. And she makes it out!
Killer Shack offering no protection. Cheeky little dead hard. Enabling that free hit.
He's going to...
Is it Pride? Ego.
I think that's going to happen again.
Where's this Claudette? No! Oh my God! Out of nowhere!
That's 3 times in a row. That's... They need to change the name from K the Juka to K the Juicer.
K the Juicer, and you know that's what he's going to change his name to. He'll love that, especially he'll clip it for his montage. But let's see what happens. In the window, trying to force her around. Good play. Leading them down there, the 2. We wish them luck. Back in 2 shakes of a Pug's Town. Well, we are here. Finally, it's finals day on Sunday. And what a tremendous day we have in front of you. And what a shock that I got this morning when I woke up and saw who was in the final. And not because I was shocked in any way that they didn't deserve to be there, but it turns out that the final, the grand final, is the second place finisher in B1 versus the second place finisher in B2. We've never seen that before. What amazing games. If you haven't seen them, they will be on our YouTube channel. But we are on the bronze plate where Endless, who was remained unbeaten, were knocked out the semi-finals, and Malice, who was also top of the league, were also knocked out. These 2 behemoths now go toe-to-toe for the bronze final. So we've got lots in store as we load into the game. And first up is Endless Killing. And we will be going to today the Suffo Pit, Wrecker's Yard and the Coal Tower. And the killers that we have is the Artist mirror match, a Spirit mirror match, and then an Executioner versus a Wraith. And first up is Nox for Endless with the Crow Mummy herself. Corrupt, the perk of choice. We've seen Nox be very skillful in the arts of the Crow Mummy, and we'll probably see these delightful actions today as Nox pursues their first victim, who is Misfortune, who's also surviving with Luke, Skylar, and Varsity 555. He ain't no fooling, but Misfortune takes a tap as he's pursued there. I think he's a swing and a miss, a Pugos hit if ever it was. I was just about to say, I think he's just edged it, but no, Misfortune is misfortunate enough to be slapped down and will be the first on the hook of Nox's victim. We see Sloppy Butcher as a perk of choice that was just given away, as well as the Scourgery itself, as the long screams of Misfortune were heard ringing across the suffocation pit. Nox pursuing quickly, finds the Captain 555. It's a good start, Misfortune off. We know someone had to save it. Delhi is banned on the specific killer balancing. Oh, he's going to shoot. I think, if I just hesitated there, probably would have got Misfortune there. But luck was with them this time. Fortune favors the bold. As Nox pursues and goes round. Nice little tile to go, but look, the skillful crows of Nox managed to get Misfortune down again, but not before a gen goes off. Now, and dragged to the one we know as the Scourge Hook. And on goes to the second. And what is that? Was that some auras that we see? Was it barbecue and chili? I think it is. One of Nox's favourites. Trying to make it come back again. Look who's back again. Barbecue chili's back. Tell a friend. This Christmas will be even more jovial. But it does look like Misfortune will be camped out. I think Nox is happy enough to take this split kind of for Jenny. We've got a 3, but 1 on the edge. Oh, and someone snuck up behind him, and it is Luke. The whole squad is injured. There's a snowball opportunity if they don't reset. The big gangly legs of the Crow Mummy herself. Another gen goes off. Much needed. Would expect a double ping, and I think that's a balanced landing that Misfortune hasn't been able to use as they pegs it off into the night, but not before taking a mouthful of crow. Listening to the audio, did well to big brain it there and bring them around the other side. We'll make it there. I don't think there's any resources there. There is, but tell a lie. But could this be the end of Misfortune? Are we going to hear the tipper-tapper at tiny feet? We do. We see scratch marks, and it's injured. This is a bad position. Or Nox really pulled that back. I think we're going to hear the pitter-patter, and we are. No, swing out. I thought we could hear it. Malice, 3 gens for a kill. Now, can Nox hold it at this? It will be much easier for their survivors to get 4 gens than 5. Oh no, Skylar caught napping over the other side. Oh, if that would have got that, that would have been incredibly hard. Hopefully, we have 555 who's either going to, not for the pickup, but working on a gen to try and squeeze one out. They are in a spot above her here. As they're being dragged across. And that'll be the first hook for them. The loud, long, accentuated scream of Skylar heard from the moon. But Loop is going to try and loop. See how good Loop is. It's as good as the French looper. EU VNA. As we get round here, Nox is pursuing. This is a bugger of a tile, but Carmina makes short work of it with the crows. Who's decided to leave. Oh, he knows what he's at. He's trying to stop and prevent them from any decent gen work. Loop is down and is fresh as a daisy. It's an important first hook. So the whole build of the killer is Barbecue Chili, Corrupt, Scourge Hook, and Sloppy Butcher. Hands and Fester and Carrion as the add-ons. And then we see Barbecue and Chili offering tremendous value. Someone was on their knees. Looked like they were doing something, but of course we know it to be healing. And the groans to 555 giving it away. He's going to see where he goes, what side. Did well, hoping he big brain back through there. This is a bit of a tough one. Skylar obviously was the one on their knees healing in the back of the map. I don't think they're going to be able to get another gen unless Varsity can keep this going. But I have a feeling Skylar's going to try and come in for the save, which they do. But this is all survivors. If 555 gets hooked, will no longer have a fresh as a daisy status. But being pulled away. The first hook goes on. And then we see them over on the gen. I mean, it is valuable with a Chrome Mummy for barbecue. We don't see it that often, but you can see exactly where they are at the hook to see who's on a gen, to fire over them homing missile crows. Saved again. By someone who's injured. But 555 will get caught through that. Or well, I thought they were going to get caught double pinged, but quite get that off. Will this time. Well, 555 wasn't fooling, but they are now. It takes place on the mound for everyone to see. The captain speared. Like a worm on a hook. Barbecue and Chili giving away Skylar's position. Is he going to hit someone on that far gen? Are they going to get it off in time? A 4K and 1 would suit the survivors, but it looks like it might be a 4K and 2, unless Malice pull out something out the bag. I don't think Loop is going to get over to that. They probably... Oh, he is. They're going to sacrifice. I think they're trying to add this as a distraction for Loop to finish off that other gen. It's just time management here. Can he see? Well, he can't because he needs to hook, but he's pretty confident over there. Can they get that gen done? Well, there they are on the left. How can he not see that person's crouched down, walking nonchalantly? I think he did. I mean, he wasn't over there. Like he was in the open, crouched. I think Loop was, I don't know, maybe batteries run out of the controller. The white arms of the ace given away out the corner of the eye. Nox was firmly focused on the gen around 4 o'clock. Sorry, not 4 o'clock. What is it? 2, 1. But Loop now speared on there. The hunt continues, but it does look like it's going to be a 4K and 2. Top of B1 versus top of B2 for the bronze final. Our last League B partnership with Champions of the Fog. But don't worry, there'll be more competitive DBD coming from the Pugdom soon, including their tournament in January. There we are, Nox, in their endless pursuit for victory, managed to compel their own malicious intent on Malice with a 4K and 2. Win conditions have been set. Malice need a 4K and 3, and Endless, well, all they need to do is 4 gens. And when we say all they need to do is 4 gens, Malice were only able to do 3. So it's a tougher task than we thought, but we will see how they get on as they fight for the bounty of the fog that's contributed by the Pugdom in 2 shakes of a pug's tail. Okay, we are back in the room for trial number 2 of set number 1 between Endless and Malice in this bronze final. And now we see Malice turn up with 555, who ain't fooling, as the Crow Mummy, as we see who has the best. Carmina, is it 555? Is it Malice or is it Endless? Well, we'll find out after the conclusion of this set. The win conditions are down. Endless got a 4K and 2, and Malice will need to get a 4K and 3. Slightly more aggressive behavior needed from Malice's killer to ensure that they do that. And well, Endless, all they need to do is 4 gens. And we say that like it's easy to do. And as you notice, 555 isn't quite getting sucked into any long chases, wants to ensure no one snuck past them, and working on some gens. We did see a survivor over there, Corrupt, as a perk of choice that we see across the board. And was right to not engage in that chest, as it comes back to the gnarly 4 gen that we see on Suffo Pit here, with Zeiss looking to break that. And here we go, we'll be the first to take a tap. And we saw Juice of the Week come from Zeiss last week with a very long looping session against the killer, but will he be able to do it this time? I'm pretty sure it was around the jungle gym round Suffo. Managed to fly around. Oh, didn't greed on the pallet. May regret that. We'll take a tap here. Or will he? Oh, that was 50-50, but we saw survivors everywhere. Didn't even check. Pitter patter? No, swung through the pallet to make sure it didn't there, but it will be Zeiss that will be going on a hook. You see, to survivor there, I thought they were going to hang on to it, walk past one hook, which can only mean one thing, and that was a bit of Scourgery. No gen regression perks that we've seen so far. Corrupt is no longer in play. We've got Scourge Hook, and of course Agitation that we saw being displayed as the killer was carrying over its victim, slumped over its shoulder, which increases the movement speed, as we all know, by 18%. Zeiss healed quickly off. Healed quickly off? Peeled quickly off. Unhooked quickly, is what I meant to say. One side or the other, and back to this. Oh, Zeiss did well not to hang around there and get to the other one. Is going through resources, but does take a down quickly. But I do think that gen's going to pop on that 4-side gnarly town. So does Malice. I love the way he checks. A little bit of clever killer brain. Oh, where's that come from? Whoever did will surely be shouted at by the rest. And there's the first gen gone. Bada bing, double ping. It's Endless with a double gen that we've seen time and time over again. 2 hooks for 2 gens. Did well there. Zeiss did enough. And one of them was on that side. I think he's kind of split that horrible 4 gen. Yes, they have. For the people, as Nox puts their body on the line for Zeiss. Because Zeiss is being tunneled, and tunneled hard. But it's Nox who's there. Varsity's happy. 555, sorry, is happy to Take that swing and a miss, and Live kicks in as Nox pegs it off into the night. He got some distance there. It's all in the hips, side to side. As the tap character runs off, manages to stop them. Just 2 more gens, Endless wins this first set. 1 more, they draw it. Oh, not quite over there, but Nox doing incredibly well to delay time. 5:55 in Urgent Pursuit needs to try and get that pressure back to the killer. To the killer? Pressure back to Endless's survivors. Oh, Nox, that was good. Swirling around here, will drag them over. Another gen gets done. Just 1 more and they take the first set. A swing. See the frustration building in Malice's killer. He's committed now. Maybe too committed. And there it is. That's the win condition. But a grab of Nox as he's slippy slidey over there. We see someone running over the top of the hill and standing there nonchalantly just to viewing. That was mean. Having a look. Going, bruh. Just put my friend Nox onto the hook. But the gens are split across the map. It should be easy work for Endless to get this off. America for the Europeans. Cali versus France. I have no idea where they are in France. I'm just presuming they're in California if they're in A West. Could be anywhere. Just trying to show that I am an international man of mystery. Mean taking a swarm of crows. Same add-ons that we saw. Speeding it up. Festering in the hands. But there's that last gen gone. Mean is going to be skewered for the second hook. Let's see as he goes down to the basement. Oh no, not for his second hook, for his first. So I can feel the inner presence that I got something wrong there for a second. But the exit door, the gong is gone. A gong on. I think Mean may be left. No, Toils just said, I'm out of here. So's Endless. So's Nox. And so's Zeiss. But Mean will be sacrificed and going back to the campfire. A tough day at the office for Malice, but Endless's survivors were completely on point, as was Nox, that we've seen time and time again as killer with the Crow Mummy for Endless. We will be going to set 2, which could be wrapped up if Endless get 2 straight in a row, but Malice will be wanting to fight for that bronze bounty as we turn around the lobbies, as we head over to Wrecker's Yard. Back to you in 2 shakes of a Pug's Town. Okay, DBD lovers, people of the Pugdom, foggers in the fog. We are on set number 2 in our bronze final between B1 leaders Endless versus B2 leaders Malice, that both got knocked out in the finals and are battling it out for the bronze plate with a beautiful bounty. We saw the set 1 with Endless coming out with Nox's strong Crow Mummy versus 555's mirror match version. Endless did come out on top. Wow. Malice Killer will want to be dusting themselves down. They have changed the killer, actually, but even still, from a team perspective, they really need to win this set or draw it to push it to a third set. And well, if Endless manage to pull off 2 straight wins, alas, we will not be going to a third set, which is over at the Coal Tower for an Executioner and Rave match, which would be an interesting thing to see. But we are now over at the Wreckers Yard, where we go and we see a Misfortune as the Blue Mistress herself. And apparently Misfortune loves Kaylee. And they are going against Endless's Survivor, French. And I take it that's the Looper, Toil, Zeiss, and Mean. And they all love Endless. And I do believe they are disbanding, which is terrible news. So let's see if they can get a win for them before they do so. Misfortune has, however, found the French Looper. And how far can they go? As they go round. And we do see Sloppy Butcher as a perk that has been identified. A slap down as the scream of the Blue Banshee yelps off in pain. Corrupt. Oh. And there we go. French Looper has been downed fairly quickly. I do think we should see a gen go any second now. Or maybe now. There, see? Timing was off. I even pressed it before it went off. Knew it was going to happen. Just knew it. French hanging there. We do see the cap and the rusty flute as the add-ons. One, or the cap is phase walk by 10% and the recharge rate increased by 30% with the flute. Alerts coming off everywhere. Do see someone there blocking the window, but no, goes back. Wants to try and interrupt any possible gem work. Why? Because Pop Goes the Weasel was about to run out and wanted to use it. And use it they did as it regresses it back. 3 of the perks. Sloppy. Oh, that was a nice phase by Misfortune. It's come swinging out of the walk and takes Zeiss a bit of a slap. He's sporting a nice blue Christmas jumper. Oh no, Ford is going to big brain him there. Zeiss pulling over to the corner. Try and waste as much valuable time. And swinging around. There is a 4th perk that will or should be identified. It has not yet. Although there has been certain actions in the game that would have gave that away. I'm not going to say it yet. Oh, a blast mine. Preventing Pop going in. Down it goes. There's the 2nd gen from Endless. A little look over. Sees, I believe, Meme rotating round. Choosing to ignore that he's gone to that gen. Confident someone's over here. Healing under hook is for the people. And I love that. Whenever someone comes in for the people to try and get that done, must be put that on. This has to be the Delhi player. Oh, it can't be. Ignore me, I'm talking out my hoop. So obviously putting their body on the line in front of the hook to end up on it. I just realised the French has already been hooked. Couldn't even use it if he wanted it. Pop coming in again. Round we go, Misfortune chasing. Trying to tunnel out French Looper quickly. Oh no, there's a blocker, and that was good play. Being a thorn in the side. I don't know if that was a deliberate go down, but we'll pick them up. Will there be a decisive? Off the battle goes the Looper as he went down, and another gen. The frustration of Misfortune. Looper looping. Oh, a nice little grab. Who was unfortunate then? It was you. As you get grabbed, sliding around on that tile. Misfortune had enough of you, grabbed you, dragged you off to the hook. And this could be the last time that we see the French Looper for Endless. It goes back to the campfire if Endless pull off 2 straight wins. Mean is injured and fresh as a daisy, as is Toil. That is a valuable 6 points for you that are not aware of the point system. Misfortune has now been found. I thought it was going to break that. It was a strange phase. Maybe it was a trick. I was listening for the audio to see if Meme was around there. And off we go as Meme goes on for their first hook. Half the points. A better innings with the Spirit than the Crow Mummy from Malice. Let's see if they're able to try and keep it at that. The pressure will be swiveled back to Endless with only 3 survivors. There's the Deli. Probably should see them sprinting by, and as you do, just there, following the scratch marks. Oh, and did well. Did very well. Zai's taken by surprise in between that tile. Didn't even manage to gill it down. It looked like he was going after Meme, but now we'll pursue Zai's. Oh, I failed. It's probably what the killer did. But I thought he managed to get that swing off, or they managed to, sorry. Down goes Zai's again. This will be the second hook if he gets it across. It's the second hook. Means injured. Can and will they get off another gen in time? Someone started on it there. We see them going in for the save. Now, if she turns around and goes back, they will get off that next gen. Bart has decided to go. Just checking it, using Pop to get rid of that progression. This was the one Meme was on. Can he find him? Yes, he does! That was good play. Misfortune might just control this game enough to get off the 4K2. Might. And may struggle. You've got 2 on Death Hook. Toll has yet to been touched. Although it is early doors, Toll could get out and escape. Really depends on the next few minutes how this plays out. He's hunting, yeah, that's 50% done. The gens are in a position where one could be done if they split the map. See scratch marks going over for the save, which they do. Mean is off the hook. And off they go. Mean is on Death Hook. Now, can Mean keep Misfortune busy enough to enable Zai's and Toll to get it off? Computer says no, as Mean goes down, as Misfortune will be sending Mean back to the campfire. And hopefully they think it is for the last time. Although it is sad. But back they go. This Misfortune putting in good innings. Currently 17 points out of a potential 24. 2 gens left. Was that Zai's? Yes, it was. He was just standing there having a game. I think he was trying to bait him because Toll's probably near enough done there, and pop goes the Weasel. He's going to take away all that progression. Just need one either side. It's even going to be harder to get this next gen done. Not impossible, and we've seen it. Depends on how Misfortune plays this. Committing, but phasing. As it goes round. Fourth perk has yet to be identified. Don't think they've got any value out of it yet. I've seen both survivors. They have split the map. It's a good call by Endless. Now, can Toil. Oh, nice. Trying to walk and not give away any audio cues, but we'll take a tap. And there we go. This is how Misfortune's going to play it. And this is going to be important. That's just standard regression. But we need to get over there, and if he gets Zeiss, interrupts him on that far side. No, he's working on the middle gen. Maybe they think they can do it. No, it's Toil. And there's Zeiss running around. Oh, and Toil goes down, and now the hunt will continue. Looking, but controlled this game well, Malice did. No Zeiss is around here. Can Zeiss stay hidden? It's the hunt for the Christmas jumper. Wearing Zeiss. Makes a change from that bright, luminous yellow jacket they normally wear. As they hunt around the gurgling gens. I wonder where Toil has crawled off to. Toil could literally bleed out because he's only worth 1 point. Same as if they was to be hooked. But this would make it for a very long game. And annoying. But a win's a win. They seek him here, they seek him there, they seek him bloody everywhere. Where is the elusive Zeiss? Scurrying around. Trying to find them. He's done well to keep hidden. Done incredibly well. No crows not coming out from the gen. Sorry, Zeiss is on Death Hook. Toil is actually fresh as a daisy. If Toil actually bleeds out, then you get 1 point per stage rather than the hook. So Toil is worth 3 points, 2 points, and 1 point for each stage. It's like I knew my math was off there. I could hear the inner voices of Brooklyn telling me that I was wrong. The synergy of it. Telepathy or whatever it's called. Is it telepath? Where has Toil crawled off to? Where's Zeiss? 2 of them have hidden. Oh, there he is. Oh, he went back to the gen. Where was he hiding all this time? But there it is. Unless Toil... I think there is Unbreakable. It's probably already been used. Maybe they wait until last minute. Maybe there's a cunning ploy. Round and round we go. Searching. Misfortune hunting. Maybe they'll get value out this final perk. He's gone back there. Was he going to do it? No, he's not. He is not going to do it. I think he was doing the obvious. I mean, he got a lot of progression out there. Toil's going to bleed out. He's going to lose valuable 3 points on these stages if he doesn't find him. Toil is about to bleed out. Oh, my word. That is a major blow for a major blow for losing them valuable 3 points. And Zeiss leaps up over an Unbreakable or an Adrenaline play. I think at the essence of what happened there, it was Adrenaline. Unless it was perfectly timed, but Zeiss does go down. But Toil managed to stay hidden and bleeds out for 3 points. They'll be kicking themselves. That's what happens. A 4K, but from a bleed out means it's only 21 points out of possible 24, and Endless did 3 gens. Well, let's hope that didn't affect Malice, as Endless will want to be trying to finish this off as they turn up with their Spirit in what will be, I need to work out their win conditions, but they'll need to get a 4K, but I think they can get a 4K 4 or even a 4K 5. I'll work it out and come back to you just so that I'm not giving you wrong information. But we'll be back to you in 2 shakes of a Pug's Tail. Okay, we are back in the room and we are on trial number 4 of set number 2. And where we find ourselves is Malice will be fighting for their lives to ensure that Endless don't win 2 sets in a row. And Malice started off incredibly strong with a Spirit in set number 2. Misfortune was indeed misfortunate, where their 4K turned into a 21 out of a 24-point game because one of the elusive Endless players was hiding and bled out as a fresh as a daisy survivor. As you know, you only get 1 point per stage remaining on a bled out survivor, which means that the win conditions are, if you get out your abacuses, Endless will need to get a 4K and 1, and Malice will need to do all 5 gens if they were to be 4K'd. That's the win conditions. Tight, considering how well Endless have been playing, but we cannot knock Malice. They've had a tremendous season themselves. Nox is the killer and will be going against 555, Loop, Misfortune, and Skylar as the pursuit continues. First perk is Corrupt Intervention as it runs round and round, trying to get the captain out early, shimmying round the rock there, trying to fool the Blue Maiden themselves, but I don't think Nox will be fooled easily. Will break this and cut off at the pass. I think he'll make it to that tile. No, good play by 555. Manages to duck down and get that round and like at least spare some more time. This will at least be a 1 ping, 2 ping loop. Juicing. Oh, but then Nox comes out with a swing out the phase and takes by surprise, but there's the first. How are we looking on the others? No, they must have been doubled up on one. Oh, I hate the spectator bug. Well, we saw the Spirit moonwalking round Shack. Now back again. Has been saved quickly. The baseline hit comes off. This goes up to the mound. Are we seeing a little balance landing? Yes, we are. The legs of a leopard. As gets around to the other side, drops that, will force it into a break as it goes. Our Sloppy Butcher is also identified as a perk. Oh, a slam off the top rope. Doesn't even have a look around. There would have been the tipper tapper of Tiny Feet. But Nox isn't taking any chances. Does not want his fun interrupted. Swing down as Loop goes. And would you take? Oh, he's going to stick on his loop. He's going to force someone else to come over. Just zoom straight onto the pallet. On we go. We've got to mention on the last game, the fourth perk that wasn't identified was indeed Infectious Fright. So when you down someone, if they're in your terror radius, screamed. Just unfortunately never got to use it. Oh, and just done right in front of them. I've only seen 2 perks identified here. We've seen Nox kick a gen. Just as I say, does it, but there we see Pop Goes the Weasel and Dragon's Grip. But I think 555 will be going back to the campfire. Could be for the last time this tourney, this league, sorry. Really wants to make sure of it. Having a little dance. Shimmy, a waltz. Oh no. 555 is probably screaming in Discord going, get me, but Loop is now down. Making easy work. Now, 2 gens left. Malice will need to do them. Okay, they do one more, it'd be a draw. Bink. Can they get it done? Pop Goes the Weasel gets rid of that. We'll need to stop them. The draw will force it to a 3rd set. And there's the Nancy. Loop is off, delivered themselves off pretty quick. Skylar's in trouble now as runs off. And round we go. Firecracker. There's a celebration to the Queen of Rocks. But Skylar down. Are they going to be able to get that off? They might just well be. I think it's so close. There's like a point either side. Is the first Skylar on. Loop broken. Nice free gen there. It's going to be tough. It's not impossible either to pull off one more gen. Skylar is off. You do need a reset, although that is like a free gen with one on the outskirts top side. A manufactured 4 gen as the blue lady flies. She gave herself away. Loud Nancy. Gets the pallet slammed down. Skylar going on for their 2nd hook of the day. Loop is finally healed. Making it slightly tougher. Points are going to be very close. Miss Fortune comes in. Killer, who had a successful 4K last time, but really wants to get him down to 2 to try and secure that. Doesn't want it to too long, because if Loop is off somewhere gen jockeying, it's going to be tough. We're going to hear the pitter patter. Doesn't even look around this time. Shrings. Right, it's 2 survivors down now. Where are they? 50% on one. Loop can they keep him? If Loop can keep Miss Fortune safe. Oh no. A fouled skill check gives away. That could be the mistake that cost them. If he gets over there. Oh, but just as I say that, Nox makes a mistake. Unless that wasn't the gen. How? The whimpering? I think he's going to get that gen off. Was it the reverse side? No, it's this one. No. Where is he? This could be it, but Loop has been found. Nox in pursuit, can smell blood, can smell victory, can smell the bronze plate. Can smell the fear of Loop. Unless the same thing happened and there was a bleed out of Misfortune, who is fresh as a daisy. An exact mirror. Can't happen twice, can it? It can't. Well, let's not jinx it. Loop is down, happy. 4K2, he only needed a 4K1. 4K2 will do it. That's not what he's looking for. Interesting. He's going to drag him across. On he goes. Now needs to find Misfortune. Are we going to see this replicated? If Loop dies on hook and Misfortune dies on the floor as fresh as a daisy, it will be an exact mirror score. An exact mirror. Oh no, just as I say, he finds her. Misfortunately, Misfortune was found for Malice, which means that Endless have done enough to secure 2 sets in a row. 29 points to 27. Incredibly close, that game. Who had the better spirit? I don't think you can actually call it between Malice and Endless. Malice's spirit did incredibly well, but just couldn't find an elusive survivor as it went on and on as they bled out, as the search for that survivor continued. Maybe Infectious Right worked in principle, but not potentially. Anyway, that is the end of our bronze final. With 45-minute siesta, where we go to the big one. Prophecy versus Origin. EU teams versus each other. Never seen these two guys in the final. They have been cursed with playoffs and semi-finals for as long as I can remember in Pugdom tournaments alike. They are, and both have finally made it to the finals. But before I go, I just want to thank both Endless and Malice for providing such great content, enjoyable games, and great sportsmanship as they've turned up. Two of my favourite teams that play here at the Pugdom, and it is a travesty that Endless will be ending. Hopefully they can come back as something else in some other guise, and we will welcome back with open arms. Until then, enjoy your bronze plate, and really unlucky Malice, a excellent season for you. It's unfortunate that sometimes the luck of the draw in regards to these things can prove a different result. But we wish you well, and we wish your supporters and viewers for making this enjoyable, as we will come back to you in 45 minutes or 30 minutes, which is probably 10 shakes of a Pug's Tale, where we'll see the Prophecy and Origin battle it out. We will see you on the other side.
Join the Pugdom Discord for more information. Puglicious.